Thank you very much for this opportunity that you have given me to contribute to this important conversation. I come from the Philippines, a Southeast Asian country with more than 7,000 islands located in the Pacific, a country that is year by year ranked as one of the most climate vulnerable in the world. I'm sure each year you see in the news that the Philippines is hit by multiple strong typhoons and intense flooding. These extreme weather events are now increasing in frequency, severity, and magnitude because of climate change. But more recently, the Philippines, along its Asian neighbors, was hit by a regional heat wave for weeks, which is unprecedented in our modern history. Our communities, our public health systems, our entire societies were caught unprepared. For us, this is a new, unfamiliar threat. Today, we all acknowledge that climate change is a health issue. It affects every organ system of our body, every aspect of our individual and collective health, and every social determinant of health. And it is not only a physical health issue, it is a mental and emotional health issue as well. Climate change affects the health of our brains and hearts. We Filipinos are all too familiar with the mental health impacts of typhoons, floods, and landslides. For instance, people who are forcibly displaced from their homes do experience post-traumatic stress that can last for weeks or even linger for a lifetime. But we are also now observing the emergence of more subtle yet long-term psychological responses to climate change, such as the new phenomenon called climate or eco-anxiety. In fact, a 10-country cross-sectional survey published in 2021 revealed that the young people of the Philippines are the most climate anxious in the world. In my visits to coastal communities in the Philippines, residents are already expressing their worry and fear as their fish catch continues to decline and as they witness their houses and farmlands being devoured by the sea. With these emerging evidence and stories that portray the linkages between climate change and mental health, we, the health community, can no longer just focus our adaptation and resilience measures to physical health issues, although there is still a lot to be done to quote-unquote climate-proof many of our disease prevention and control programs. But we must also ensure that building resilient and responsive mental healthcare systems, not only the management and treatment, but also prevention and promotion, is part of the broader climate resilient health system agenda, for instance, as being advanced by the newly established ATTACH program led by the WHO. Moreover, part of mental health resilience building, even in the face of a warming planet, is to ensure that we create and sustain healthy societies where people enjoy basic rights, have access to resources for living, thriving, and flourishing, are protected from disinformation and discrimination, and live in solidarity and peace. The climate mental health nexus is a new arena for inquiry and action. More research needs to be done. I hope that more funders, especially those in the audience, will prioritize this intersection. Good thing, early efforts are now underway. For example, I am part of a research project funded by Wellcome called Connecting Climate Minds, which not only develop regional and global research agendas on this issue area, but also created regional and global communities of practice that bridge disciplines, sectors, geographies, and even generations. In the Philippines, we are beginning to study not only the epidemiology, but also the lived experiences of communities that are already facing the mental stress, even trauma, resulting not only from extreme events, but also the slow onset changes that are unfolding in front of their very eyes. And we are doing this by embracing a truly transdisciplinary, cross-sectoral, community-engaged, and even decolonized approach. Because, for instance, climate anxiety among youth in the UK, reading about climate impacts elsewhere, is not the same as climate anxiety being experienced by young Filipinos who, after a powerful typhoon, have lost their homes, their family, and even their hopes and dreams. Finally, we must remember that addressing the mental health impacts of climate change is not only an adaptation and resilience imperative. Climate mitigation, decarbonization across all sectors, such as energy, food, and transport, is very much an integral part of our collective response to the impacts of climate change on mental health. Pursuing this route will enable us to reap the health co-benefits, not only physical, but also mental and emotional as well. I hope that all of us will demand our governments to honor their climate commitments because accelerating climate mitigation is mental health promotion and prevention on a planetary scale. Thank you.